Here is our first one. That would look really nice. You've got your inside pieces and your outside pieces. You could add some paint and glitter and gems, and you can stop right here for that one. Now, if you want to see what the other one looks like, um, we can take these and fold them in half and get sort of a leaf going. I'm sort of pinching the two ends together. So let me show you that again. Just taking one that I cut out, and I'm just going to fold my two sides together and pinch. And these make some pretty leaves. We'll go ahead and glue those in here, just like that. So when we do those, um, I want to have two for each one of my pieces of snowflake. So if you're doing an 8-sided snowflake or a 5-sided snowflake, you want to have two for each one. So I'm just going to do the same thing and glue and spread it around and just line it up and tuck it in and let that glue grab onto the sides. And do the same thing. Glue, spread it, glue and spread it. That way I'm not using a lot of glue. I'm letting the tip of my glue container spread it for me. And that would be it for each side. So do another side with my pieces that are folded. Good amount of glue. It's a dot, but then I spread it. So starting with that and then just pushing it. Now by now, I'm just gonna push this on in here. By now your snowflake should be about dry, so to where you could handle it with your hands. You can move it around. So you could decide how you want these to look. And this is a great time to get out any art supplies that might come in handy for decorating. Metallic markers are nice, and glitter and any kind of paint that you have or gems to decorate. You do not have to do that from the project. For the project, for your grade, all you have to do is what we're doing right here on this video, is the tubes and the glue, the pieces that you cut out and you're constructing. This actually is a STEM project, but you might want to go ahead and decorate. And if you don't, you just don't worry about it. And I'm just going to let this sit just like I let this one sit and dry. You can see it's starting to look really nice with these they sort of look like leaves coming out. I just slide that on in there. Get some more. Whoops. Same thing. And it's just creating a pattern. You might want to do something even more different. You know, if you decide something you want to decorate, just remember to repeat your pattern. We're creating a pattern and we're going around the center instead of around edges to make our pattern. So in geometry, that's called your uh, vertex, and going around in a circle like hands of a clock, going from the center to the edge of a circular center is your radius. So we call this radial symmetry. And we know it's symmetrical because it would be the same if we pulled it apart. It would be the same if we took this into two pieces and did a top and a bottom. They'd be even, they'd be the same. So we'll go ahead and finish these up to create our pattern. And this is all we have to do for the project. Now, what I would do is see what you have that you might use and decorate. Now, another thing you can do also to make this sturdier, and I would recommend it if you can, is you can actually, if you see parts of this that are kind of not wanting to behave and they're not wanting to stay put, you can put some glue on a brush, just an old paintbrush, that you might have. And then say that these are not wanting to stay put and I can see that they're coming apart. You can actually put glue on your brush and go in here to make it a little more secure. Apply it on top. So if I have some glue on here and I think I see something where I need to add some glue or I just want to put some glue over a couple of pieces, I can do that. And a product that they use for that a lot of times is called Mod Podge, and it's terrific stuff. But essentially, all it is glue. There's a gloss and a matte, which means it's not shiny. So this is the non-shiny, and this is the shiny when it says gloss or luster. So it'd be really good to cover your snowflake with those if you think it's getting a little flimsy and it's bendy and it's not wanting to sit like it's supposed to. If you put a good amount of glue on it to start with and use this part to spread, you should be in pretty good shape with just small dots of glue. Now to finish up, make sure that you take a photo of your finished snowflake. Whoops, should have let that dry. Put that back together. Okay, but taking a photo of it right here like it is now while it's drying is terrific. Make sure that you upload it and send it to me. I had some people that said that they had finished their projects, but I've got to have a photo so that I can see that you actually did put it together. And so with our two projects today, if you do the little hat or if you do the snowflake, we're going to be making salt dough for next week's project, and you might want to use these for that. So just remember that you can come back to these videos to make the little hat and the snowflakes, and you might want to use them with your salt dough. There's all kinds of things that you can create, so make sure that you keep that in mind. From here, make sure that if you brush glue or Mod Podge on your snowflake that you wash this out really well. Give it a good amount of rinsing with water and put a little bit of soap in there. You can just brush the soap in your hand if you want to, but if you don't, it's going to harden just like it does on here. Same thing with Mod Podge. So any glue or Mod Podge that you use, make sure that you wash brushes out. And so start getting out your paint. I just had some nice cheap paint that I bought at the store. So you can get out your paint. And I've got some nice sort of snowy glitter here. You might have some fun stuff. Even nail polish would be terrific. Metallic markers and things like that. And maybe some little jewels or gems that you might have floating around that you can put in the center. So send me the photo, and I can't wait to see your creations.